afternoon.
salute to
Joining
the
us
heroes.
today as we all collectively say thank you to our brave men and women of uniform. This is a moment that I absolutely love doing every single cruise. Not only is it something that I hold near and dear to my heart, but it is definitely something here at Margaritaville at sea, and Jimmy Buffett held near and dear to his heart. Now, many of you may have cruised on other cruise lines where they might give you a little pin or an afternoon tea, but here at Margaritaville at sea we do things a little differently, and we don't give you that. We offer many of our heroes a free cruise just for being here with us. So thank you very much to all of you here today. Taking advantage of that wonderful meal. If you are interested, that is a GovX thing. You've got to do that all online. We release cabins all the time, so just keep going back. I've heard that they're booked up at the moment now until 2026, but they do release those cabins. It's a very popular program. We love our heroes, and thank you so much for cruising with us here on Margaritaville at Sea Islander. Now, I am going to do things a little bit different today. Well, not different, I'm going to start off a little bit on the formal side this afternoon, set things to the right tone. So at this point in time, we're going to start off with our national anthem, and we're going to sing her and lower the flag. So first and foremost, let's lower our US flag, and I've got two amazing high-ranking officers right now who are going to be joining us with the flag. Starting off, I've got Colonel Gerald Hollander. He is US Army, 39 years, Colonel 06. He's served in Kosovo, Operation Joint Guardians. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Joining him, we have Colonel Don Wolf. Colonel Don Wolf is 30 years US Army Corps, and he's an 06. He did pretty much all the operations, including Operation Iraqi Freedom, Enduring Freedom, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, just to name a few. Give it up for Colonel Don.
Yeah!
Leading us in the Star Spangled Banner, I've got one of my amazing singers from your cast. Oliver will be leading us through, proud Pennsylvanian, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, and also a proud member. His family serves in the military, so one of yours.
I would have sang it.
If you are able to please rise and remove your caps as Oliver leads us through the Star Spangled Banner.
Reason hard. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Oliver. Go see Oliver tonight in the production show. Caribbean Heat Remix. Do not miss out on that one. All right, so how this is going to work is I'm going to call each branch up onto the stage for your well-deserved round of applause. I have a few special mentions. Then I want you to stay exactly where you are. Just take a step back to be joined by your fellow brothers and sisters of arms. So starting off right now, let's call upon to the stage the US Army Corps. Step forward, US Army Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Army. Keep coming through. You've got plenty of room up here. Excellent. All right, let's get through some special mentions for you right now. I'm looking for Gregory Faster. Are you here, Gregory Faster? Gregory Faster. We have 2 years, E4, Vietnam vet. Welcome home, sir. Don White, where are you? Don White, there you are. Don White, 1967 to 1971, E4 Vietnam vet. Welcome home, sir. Raymond Schultz, 23 years, Lieutenant Colonel, 3 tours to the Middle East, 1 of Operation Iraqi Freedom and 2 Saudi Arabias. Thank you, sir. Bob Baldry is US Army Reserves, 18 years, as well as the US Army and US Army Reserves, E6 SSG, Operation Desert Storm. Thank you, sir. Susan J. Trout, 3 years, Sergeant E5. Thank you, ma'am. She is married to Lewis Trout, right next door. Where are you, Lewis? Give me a wave. There you are. 21 years, First Sergeant E8. Thank you, sir. Powerhouse couple. We have Holly Rice. Where are you, Holly Rice? Holly Rice is 2 years, PV2, First Gulf War. Give it up for Holly. Kristen Days, are you in the room? Kristen Days is Army and Air Force, 15 years, Specialist E4, Afghanistan 2011, and Guantanamo Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kristen. Jason Wolf, I saw you, there you are, Jason Wolf, US Marine Corps and US Army Corps, 23 years, SSG, spent 50 months in Iraq and 4 months in Afghanistan. Thank you, sir. Holding your flag, we have Layla Martin, 3 years, Specialist E4. Her first deployment is next month, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, take a step back, but stay exactly where you are if you can. Next up, Marines. Where's the US Marine Corps?
Well, I gotta go.
Let's together, folks. Let's hear it for the US Marine Corps.
Come this way. Okay. Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Excuse me.
Very kind. That's very nice. I see you, camera. All right, let's call upon now Albert Cardona. There he is, Albert, 15 years, E6 Staff Sergeant, Iraq and Afghanistan. Thank you, sir. Andrew Wardrop, 4 years, Lance Corporal E3. Thank you, sir. Bernard Johnson, right here in the front, 10 years, Staff Sergeant. Thank you, sir. Forgive me if I butcher your last name. Is it Ana Contreras? Ana Contreras? Contreras, thank you, sorry. Ana Contreras, 12 years, E5, Operation Desert Storm, Operation Global War on Terrorism. Thank you. Melissa thank you. Melissa Bolanas, 5 years, E3, Okinawa, Japan. Thank you, ma'am. Bob D. Schleier, where are you? There he is, Bob D. Schleier, 1966 to 1968, E5 Sergeant, Fleet Marines, Cuban Missile Crisis, Dominican Conflict, Honor Guard, Military Police, Bounty Chaser. Wow, that was a laundry list. Thank you, sir. Holding your flag, we have Jeff Carr, 10 years, E5. Thank you, sir. Let's call upon you to stay exactly where you are. Make some room for the Navy. Give it up for the Navy. Come on, guys, put your hands together for the Navy. Come on, there's plenty of you. Come on, keep that round of applause going. Don't worry, I will not play the Village People song, even though I really want to right now. I will not do it. Holding on to every power of my being right now not to play that song. Okay, my special mention, Scott James. Are you here? Scott James is 6 years, E6. Give it up for Scott James. Anne McDonald, where are you? Right at the back there. Anne McDonald is 7 years, E5, DP2, Lebanon. Thank you, ma'am. Charles C. Parrish, right in the front here, 6 years, DK2, E5, NATO North Atlantic and Guantanamo Bay. Thank you, sir. Teresa Parham, US Marine Corps as well as the US Navy, 20 years in total, HMEG. Thank you very much, Ben. Michael Dull, where are you, Michael Dull? Excellent, Michael, 6 years, E5, EM2, 2 tours of the West Pacific Cruises. Thank you, sir. Clifford Perkins, 1966 to 1970, E3, 2 tours of Vietnam. Welcome home, sir. Hennessy Glenn, where are you? Hennessy, where is he? Is he? No? All right, well, Hennessy is 1974 to 1979, F3, bosun mate, Vietnam and Mediterranean. Welcome home, sir. Holding your flag, we have Richard Quaglio, US Navy, 30 years, Master Chief Petty Officer, E9, Operation Southern Watch. Okay, make room for the Air Force. Bring it up. Let's get up in the Air Force. Put those hands together. Let's do it for the Air Force. There's only a lot more of you. Get on up here. Get on up here. That's the way. Squeeze on up. Very nice. Come on, folks. Keep your hands together. Let's do it for the Air Force. Okie dokie, so we've got Brian Curry, where are you? Brian Curry, 24 years, E7 Master Sergeant, Operation Desert Storm. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Domenico Minigo, right? Medea, thank you, Medea. 31 years, Master Sergeant E7. Operation Iraqi Freedom. Thank you, sir. We have Susan Lesh. Susan Lesh, 23 years, Master Sergeant, Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Desert Storm. Thank you. Rich Rials. Rich is 1971 to 1975 SSGT Vietnam. Welcome home, sir. David L. Scott. David L. Scott. David, 21 years, Master Sergeant I didn't get the number behind that though. E7, there we go, E7. Thank you, sir. James Duckett, 20 years, where are you? James Duckett, 20 years, E7, Operation Desert Storm, Operation Desert Shield. Thank you, sir. Paul Gimmerin, there you are, Paul Gimmerin, 4 years, Tech Sergeant, Vietnam. Welcome home, sir. Holding your flag, we have Roxanne Predmore, 4.5 years, E4. Thank you, Roxanne. Always a tricky one to find, but I did have one person. Is there anybody in the room right now from the US Coast Guard? Coast Guard, step forward. Anyone from the Coast Guard? Give the Coast Guard a round of applause. We do have one person from the Coast Guard. She's going to make her way all the way down the stairs, up and over. Her name is Robin Keith. 7 years aviation training, search and rescue from Florida. And just because it's a separate branch, and just in case, is there anybody in the room from Space Force? We've got you. You are from Space Force. What are you doing up there? You should be down here.
She worked in the Space Force. She wasn't in the military.
Space Force!
It works.
I do want to apologise for the flag. That was not my fault. We ordered big flags, and for some reason they gave me a tiny little Space Force one. But it didn't shrink in the wash, I promise. But we will be getting the bigger one when it starts getting bigger as well. I don't have your song, so I hope you're not planning on. Okay, that's good. Okay, folks, give it up for our heroes right here, right now. I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you yet. I want to see which branch can sing the loudest. This is in no particular order. Folks, give it up for your heroes. Let's see how well they can sing. Help them along if you know the words, okay? Tell me little snippets of each branch. So, the Navy, come on. Thank you for that. Now, this is a moment of the cruise I absolutely love. I mentioned at the very start. I don't know if you can see me over here. I'm wearing my Australian camouflage, just in case. But I am wearing my American flag shoes for you guys. So I'm a very proud Australian and hope to one day be a very proud American. You guys have got one heck of a country. Every country should take a leaf out of your book on patriotism and being proud of a flag and a nation. You are an amazing people to serve. It is my absolute honour every cruise to be able to do so. So thank you so much. See, that's what I mean. Now, the reason why I don't come from a military family, I come from police stock. My uncle was a cop, and on my father's side, my grandfather was chief constable of police back in Australia. His history was a little twisted because he came from a long line of original convicts to Australia. And rewrote the role in his family and became a cop. So the bad outweighed the good. So I managed to turn it all around there. But on my mother's side, this is why this really hits a nerve with me. My mother's side, being Polish, they were heavily affected during World War II. Both my grandparents were captured, sent to German war camps, prison camps, slave camps, and it wasn't for the Americans joining World War II, my history, along with many other people's history in the room right now, would be completely different. So I owe my family's lives to the veterans. Well, that's why we can't ever thank you enough. Now, I know many of you may have noticed I've got my POW MIA table. I like making sure that one day he's got a place ready for him when he returns home, or she returns home. Every year, April 25 in Australia is called Anzac Day. Now, this is to commemorate the brothers and sisters of arms, New Zealand, Australia and America, starting off in the World War I for us, New Zealand and Australia. And every year we commemorate the fallen, we call you the diggers, and we also pay homage to the ones who never made it home. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do a moment of silence after this poem. This is a poem that is read every year. It's from the poem, The Ode of Remembrance, and it's a snippet called The Ode, and this is for the people that we will never forget. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, at this point in time, I'd also like to recognise our first responders, because not all heroes wear capes. The ones that look after the civilians when we're at home. So, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your hands if you are from the police department. Anyone that serves the police force, raise your hands, give it up for our cops. Our fireys, put your hands up if you're a firefighter, if you do the fire department. Our medical department, let's hear it for our nurses, our doctors, ambulance, paramedics, our first responders, 911 operators. Thank you so much for your service. Come on, also put your hands together for all of our wonderful heroes. We're also looking at our teachers that look after our fantastic kids. I mentioned before, if I have forgotten anybody, please forgive me, this list keeps getting longer and longer. You guys are the land of the free because of the brave. You are a wonderful people. We thank you so much for joining us today for this little salute. I did have, when this was in its infancy, I did have a few veterans come up to me after the service and say, we would really love it if you play a song. It reminds me of when we were deployed. I lost many men, and this song reminds me of them. When this gentleman told me about this song, I burst into tears because it reminds me of my late grandmother and my late father who loved this song so much. It's one of the most beautiful songs ever written about its country and its people. And this is what I like playing for the veterans, especially those guys who asked me to do so. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. Please put your hands together also for the families, the wives, the mothers, the husbands, the fathers, who are the ones who had to stay behind whilst their people went out into the fire. We can't thank you enough. You are heroes as well. God bless our veterans. God bless our troops. God bless our heroes. And God bless the USA. It's your last sing-along. You know the words. Sing it loud, sing it proud.
Tomorrow things were gone. I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here with me, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. Be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll be stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do a final roll call. Give it up to the Army! Let's hear it for the Navy! Marines! Air Force! Coast Guard! Space Force! Nice and loud!
Proud to be of America, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. I proudly stand up next to you and defend her today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for cruising Margaritaville at Sea Islander. Thank you for being part of our journey. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your cruise. Have a good one, everybody. Fins up!
No more crying. Five, baby. You rock. Five, baby. So you got that. You got that killer instinct right here. The five babies. You rock. You rock.
Come home, guys.
Yes, sir. All right, we did it. I made it through without tearing and blowing my nose. How you doing? How you doing? It should be on my YouTube channel, Fishing with Dummies. It's easy to get to, fishingwithdummies.site. Thank you. I'm gonna write it down.